Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Saturday. Well, today we're going to be working on this beautiful little picture. I got this from EaseDIY, and that's EASEDIY, maybe a month ago or so. I just absolutely love all these birds in here and all the beautiful colors. I mean, as you can see, it has a beautiful array of bright colors in it. So yeah, I thought we'd just work on this for a little bit. What the heck? Well, yesterday was kind of nuts. Absolutely nuts. Let me get rid of my threads. Yeah. Yesterday, just unbelievable. I mean, it was beautiful. It was a gorgeous day. And, my daughter and I struck out for we had to go down to where the Walmart is. It's in a town called Salida, because they had to pay the house taxes. We talked about this. And we got that taken care of. We went to the thrift store down there. And, oh dear, I bought one of those, well, it's not a scroll stand. It has a top here. Let's see if I can lift it. That, you know, it fits, either a hoop will fit into it or a Q-snap, you know, a fairly light one. And after I got it home, got the damn thing assembled, it was just like the one that I had already bought. And it wouldn't hold a big scroll frame. But if you had a smaller one, you know, and a smaller picture, it would hold that. So I'm not real sure if I'll use it or not, or just rebox it all up. I don't know. I was pretty PO'd myself, but that's okay. It's fine. Oh, the number of thread I'm using is 498, which you know is my second favorite red. My first is 221 DMC. Yeah, love it. That's what between that and 1169 on the Sulky, those are my three reds that I use a lot. So, yeah, we got back. Let's see. It took us a few hours. We went to the dollar store. Didn't find anything of any consequences at the dollar store. I was looking for a planner book, you know, that went day by day. I looked at Walmart. I looked at the Dollar Tree. That's what we have down there. I've looked at I couldn't tell if that was blue or green, sorry. At the Dollar, I don't know what it's called, Family Dollar here, they didn't have any. So I have no idea what happened to those. All I could find was journals, you know, things that didn't have a date in it. Yeah, I suppose I could have used it. But, yeah, just kind of stuck on those other things. So, we looked around there. Then, on our way through, we didn't go to lunch. Neither one of us was like, no, we've done that. Too close together here. It's time to just kind of take a break, if you will, from eating out. We did that on Thursday. Yeah. So we went to the hardware store down there, and I was looking for casters for my big desk chair. Well, we didn't know quite how they were made, or what, you know, what we actually needed. Yeah. So we left them there. She said, well, Mom, I'll come over tomorrow morning. We'll take one of those off, and we'll see what the end looks like. Yeah, okay. So fast forward, I get back in town, dropped her off, and I really got to thinking, well, I can do that. Yeah. So then started another episode. Now, mind you, I'm already tired from being drug around the thrift store and Walmart and everything else. So I get one off to turn, and then this is a big desk chair. I mean, it was probably meant for a man. I got it for my son-in-law when he cleaned out a house, and and I needed a desk chair. So I get it off. I go flying down. Now, I didn't have to go back to Salida because we have a hardware store here. So I go down there and I talk to this guy, and he goes, "Well, yeah, that'll work. That'll work." So I come home and I fiddle fart with that, and it didn't work. So on my way back to getting, exchanging that out, I thought, well, I'll just stop at the thrift store here. Well, they had a chair. The girl put it in the back seat of my car. It was fairly light enough, for me to, get out and drag up the stairs so I wouldn't have to call my daughter, because that wasn't going to happen, and my son-in-law was at work. Oh, yeah. So then I went to the, I went back to the hardware store to get my money back. I spent $5 on the chair that I did get. And it was going to be $20, over $20, just to get the casters to put on the old chair. So, yeah. And Molly and I went on our little 3-bank trip thing that we do because it was payday. Oh, yeah, it was a nightmare. It was like the day that never ends. So, last night, I didn't feel like stitching on nothing. I was done. I got one of those, while we were at Walmart, one of those vegetarian, I guess it's called vegetarian. It's like a veggie lasagna. That's what it's called, by Stouffer's. I absolutely love them. They do not make them here anywhere that are on, like in a small size. No, they never have that, because I'd have been buying. So I had to get the family size. So after I did all my running around, I got it started in my little Jiffy oven. It took almost 2 hours to cook that in my Jiffy oven. But it sure was good, because that sucker is about that thick, and it's probably, I don't know, 14 or 15 inches across. Yeah, I was lucky it fit in that thing. Cooked just fine. Yeah. Now, I wouldn't trust that thing for cooking a turkey or a large ham or something like that. It just wouldn't do. I have a roaster for that, and I love my roaster. My late boyfriend bought that for me about 8 years ago, and I have used the crap out of it. What are we doing? We are going the wrong way, girlfriend. I am not going backwards, though. We're just going to go back one stitch. Nobody is going to know. I had to figure out which direction, if I was doing it wrong. So anyway, that was the escapades of yesterday. So came home. My back hurt a little bit, but nothing too bad. But my neck, oh my gosh. My neck's still stiff, and it's been almost a week. So today, before I got here on here with y'all, I decided I'm going to flip my mattress all by myself. Yeah, at least I got that done. It worked. I'm telling you, because the consequences would have been horrible if I had dropped that against the bookcase that's sitting there, because it's loaded with antiques. Stuff from my mother, stuff from my grandmother. Oh yeah, I would have just sat there and cried if I had smacked that thing into it. And the only thing that stopped it from going in that direction was the lamp on the wall that I barely ever use. the wall has two built-in little night lights, if you will. You know, you could, I mean, it'd be a long reach to get to them, you know, to turn them on and off, but I just use it for extra lighting, you know, because it's on the switch. Oh, yeah. And then I had to remake the bed. Oh, yeah, it was special. So, yeah, we've been at some things. So I will try this, this floor stand out again. Of course, I don't, my, what do you call it? Tell me, do. My scroll frame thing, you know, the bars that hold everything, which I hate using, I don't know, is about 24 inches across, or maybe more, because I got the one that was 40 some centimeters. So it's probably, let me look. It's about, I think it's a 25 or a 28, but this little thing will not hold it. Now, if you had one that was like maybe 14 inches across and it was lighter weight, because after you get the, because I was using that great big one for my bigger projects. So at the other end of the scroll thing, you got that much fabric rolled up, so it was just way too heavy for that. I mean, I'd have to buy something made out of metal, like a is it a K-stand? You know what I mean. But I'm not into spending that kind of money, not right now, for something that I may or may not ever use. So I don't relish stitching that way. And I don't have a solid chair. When I sit on the couch, my back goes, I can't hear, like that, you know what I mean? So this is my butt, and it just pulls on my back. I can't do it. Can't sit in the recliner like that. It just kills me. So, yeah, you have to make decisions. So that's why I've never used it for a video. Yeah. Decisions. So I like my little lamp stand because I use I think they're 6-inch hoops. It's not very big. It works beautifully for counter cross stitch. Can't get the others in there. They're nice and heavy though. I got those 6-inch hoops from Amazon, and they're the kind that it has a, let's call this the edge of the hoop. There's a groove that the outside, okay, on the inside hoop, there's a groove that runs all the way around. And then when you put this on, it fits in that groove. It has like a little edge that will clamp it down, and it holds the material perfectly in place. So, yeah. And they came like 6 in a package or something from Amazon. So, yeah, they were great. So, yeah, that was my adventures from today, tomorrow. So, don't know what else I'm going to do. It's supposed to snow here next week, like first part of the week, but not anything significant. I mean, it's going to be 40 degrees, so it'll be gone. It's just quick snows, and they melt right off. So it's usually dry by the time I get to work, you know, about 2:30. So I'm not too concerned, but it's still not time to... What I'm saying is we're still getting moisture enough that that grass out there in the yard, or the old leaves, are still damp. So I keep doing that. Stop it. I stitch one side and forget to stitch the other. That's what happens when I stitch and talk. So, yeah, we've had quite the adventure for a couple of days. Thursday was a bit easier. And we haven't been out in the wild, so to speak, you know, walking around. Nothing like that. It's just been windy, you know. So it's not, it's just a bad time. But my daughter, she's got spring fever and she wants to get out there. And I'm like, okay, we'll walk around here and there and make her feel better. But yeah. So I don't know. It'll get there sooner or later. And hopefully by the end of this month, things should really be calming down on the snow part of it. I should only hope. Because it is April. But, yeah. So, fun times. Fun times. Sure, it's a pretty color red. It's kind of a cranberry red. I'm trying to adjust myself in a new chair here. It sits okay. It's fine. It wasn't quite high enough, and I can't figure out how to get it to go up and down. If it did or it didn't, not real sure. So, yeah. I'm hoping to stay home today, have my live, not go anywhere, not do anything. We'll kind of save that for tomorrow. And we'll see. Tomorrow I may have to go out and do the laundry. But that's only like a 40-45 minute, episode. Nothing too carried away. Definitely not like it used to be. It seemed like it took me hours at the laundromat. But, I was washing clothes for 4 people and blah, blah, blah. And it just took forever. Trying to keep the light right where you can see it. It always looks darker when I'm looking down through the camera. So hopefully it'll be someplace where y'all can see. So, nothing in the mail. So, we're just kind of being lazy after the last 2 days. I don't want to go anywhere. Or do anything. I may stitch on this while this afternoon. I've been working on that butterfly that I started. I got 2 or 3 colors in it. So, just a little bit at a time. Come on. But this one's not very big. I don't know that it says. I think it's 30 by 40. Nope, it's a 50 by 40. So it's a little bit longer, than it is wide. So, which cuts it down to about a 30 by 40. Whoops. Nice and easy to work on. I did put my little clip here. Them things are invaluable, man. I'm telling you, for either $1 or $2 or whatever it was that they were worth. That they cost. Yeah, I'm finding all kinds of things to use for it. Because when I got the little tiny... I don't have them out here. There's someplace else. I got those little tiny clips. They're just too small. I have no idea what I'd use them for. Maybe for holding diamond painting paper back. Yeah, but they were itty-bitty. And it just not as useful as these. For 2 for a pack. And they're very, sturdy and durable. And yeah, I use them for both pre-stamped and counted. So if you get a chance to get some, they're well worth the price. Way more worth the ones that I got the first time, which were these. Yeah, I use them on my big projects, but I don't use them. I'm trying to not shake the camera. Not as often as I use these blue ones. And in fact, I sometimes working on something and I'll leave it in there. I'm like, where did that go? Yeah, I'm going to have to get a special little container to put those in so they don't get lost. Oh, nope, that's blue. There's a blue and a green line, so I'm trying here. We'll go back up here. And of course I left 2 over here, so we'll just get them first. That'll work. I despise when I get done with something and, oh my god, there sits 2 things I have to stitch. 2 little bitty stitches. It's irritating. I like to finish an area. There we go. We're just going to get rid of that thread. It's just getting too short. So no plans for the rest of the weekend, short of doing the laundry. I know that's exciting as hell, ain't it? I'm telling you, it's pretty bad when that's your excitement for the weekend. It's not quite time for yard sales. I didn't check that out. I should. We get the newspaper at work. It comes out once a week. Why, Laura? Gee, Manelli. Trying to get it in the needle again, and here we sit with the threader. Oh, come out there. So, yeah. So, I mean, what I was going to say was, you know, it's not like I can't look up and see if there's any yard sales to be had, but it's just a little bit early. Some people will be brave enough, you know, they like sitting in the cool weather and versus to the warmer weather. So, it comes and it goes. But I didn't look this last week. So, I'll keep an eye out and see if there's any yard sales coming up this next week. Because my daughter likes to go. We like to walk around, and sometimes we'll take the kids, and sometimes not so much. But it's kind of boring for them. They don't care for that. You know, they haven't found their ultimate thing from a yard sale yet, so they don't know that thrill, you know. And I didn't see anything at the bigger thrift store, just kind of nothing. Looked in the artsy crafts except for that thing. And that was about it. I got my son collects Jim Beam memorabilia, if you will, or whatever you call it. It was a flask, and it's about that big, and it says Jack Daniels. And I thought I'd give it to him, like for his birthday or something. It's in August. It wasn't real spendy, but we'll see. It'll go with his collection, because he collects things that say Jack Daniels on them. Not that he does much drinking these days. He just likes to collect the memorabilia. So. And he's got a lot of things he's collected. Because my daughter-in-law works for a thrift store up where they live. So they get all kinds of stuff here and there and everywhere. So that's where he's gotten most of it. And he's gotten some off of eBay, I guess. But just collects it. Oh, goodness gracious. Holly's over there digging her hole again. See, they got greens and blues. There's one there and one. Those 3 are green, and the one I'm stitching is blue. It's like, why do they do that? Can't you find another symbol, please? It's irritating. So you really got to pay attention. And sometimes I think it'll be green and it's actually blue. But glad we have other symbols. We have squares and circles and red lines. So they're the easiest to see. I think there's a flower or two right here. It's like a couple, oops, don't spill the coffee. So we're working right here in this red section. So we'll see one color at a time. I'd like to get stitching on some of the birds, but I couldn't tell where they stopped and started, so it was just easy. We'd just push the easy button again and start over here instead of skipping to the middle. And then I'll figure it out later. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be about it today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.